Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to the campus of Trinity Baptist College. This is game one of a Saturday afternoon doubleheader between the TBC Eagles and the Warriors of Southern Wesleyan University. Hello again, once everybody. I'm Ray Bureau, Dean Bureau, our cameraman, as always here at Trinity Baptist College. Last night, Southern Wesleyan came from behind down 2-0 and put 11 runs on the board in just the 7th inning, en route to a 13-2 overall victory. And you see the Eagles on the field, the home team wearing the dark jerseys with the blue sleeves and the white pants. Southern Wesleyan in the traditional road grays with the blue numbers and the trim. On the mound for the Eagles, number 32, Jacob Burr. He has pitched in a couple of ball games. He's gone 6 2/3 innings overall, walked 1, struck out 4, but he has allowed 14 runs. And he's going to face the following batting order. Leadoff man, center fielder Ty King Richards. Shortstop Timo Schau. First baseman Quentin Bett. Cleanup hitter the DH Julio Justo. Batting fifth in left field Jared Jones. The catcher in game one will be Bryson Fowler. Batting seventh in right field Devin Patrick. Batting eighth playing third base Sawyer Price, who made a number of terrific defensive plays last night. And second baseman DJ Ludwig rounds out the batting order for the Warriors. Christian Draper playing third base for Coach Copeland in game number one. Carlos Sanchez at short. Michael Camacho getting the start at second base. Austin Hilliard, last night's starter, who did a terrific job. He's playing first base. Hilliard went 6+ innings, only 2 hits and 2 runs, both earned, but he struck out 9 and at one point fanned 5 in a row. In left field is David Cavedo. Brian Lopez is in center, and Ryan Brooks is getting the start in right field. Behind the plate, doing the catching, Jordan Alamo-Dovar and Jacob Burr on the mound. And, of course, we'll give you the Eagles' batting order as they come to the plate in the bottom of the first. Leading things off, center fielder Ty King Richards. He was 1 for 5 in last night's ball game. But it was Richards in that 7th inning on second base, got a fantastic lead and secondary and beat out a ground ball to third base and kept the inning alive. And Southern Wesleyan just poured it on from that point on. Jacob Burr is ready with the first pitch. First of 2 here this afternoon, and we are underway with a ground ball right at Camacho. Fields a hop and throws the first. 1 pitch, 1 out for Jacob Burr. Very good start for Burr, who's a freshman from Orlando. Played at Southern Union Junior College, transferred over to Trinity Baptist College. And he's on the mound, and he threw 1 pitch and got it out. Here is the shortstop, Timo Schau, 2 for 4 last night. Also drew a walk, drove in a run, and scored a run as well. Burr winds up and delivers. There's another first pitch ball, grounded towards Hilliard at first. Great job by Burr to take the throw. 2 pitches, 2 outs. Can't ask for a better start to the inning than that. 4-3 and 1-3, and the first 2 men go down, 1 pitch each. Here's a first baseman, Quentin Bent. Also part of that big 7th inning last night, but Bent overall, though, didn't get any hits during that inning. Went 0 for 6 with a couple of strikeouts. He was the first baseman who made a couple of good scoops, however, as that first pitch misses outside for ball 1. Ball game just underway. 2 7-inning games in college baseball doubleheaders. 1 ball, no strikes. And Burr, the first time he's thrown 2 pitches to a batter. That one also misses outside. Bent ahead, 2 balls, no strikes. Bent hitting 143, counting last night's ball game. All the stats on swathletics.com have been updated, as well as Trinity Baptist. And that line drive base hit into center field is the first ball game hit. And Bent is aboard. Got ahead in the count, got a pitch he liked. Hit it hard into center. Julio Justo at the plate. Justo 3 for 5 last night. Drove in a run in that 7th inning, also scored. Runner at first, 2 men out. Bent just laced a base hit into center field. From the stretch, Burr delivers a fastball on the outside corner for strike 1. Last night's umpires were very generous on the corners to both Trinity and Southern Wesleyan pitchers. That ball did catch the edge of the plate. No balls and a strike, and the pitch, swing and a miss. Ball in the dirt. Almodovar blocks it, keeps the runner at first base, and Burr is ahead 0-2. Again, Hillier did a terrific job on the mound. Started to lose a little gas in the 7th. Was charged with the first 2 runs of that big inning, but a terrific job by the sophomore Austin Hillier. I named him last night's player of the game. Again, 2 hits, 2 runs, 9 strikeouts in 6+ innings. Aaron Bennett, the winner for Southern Wesleyan last night. Tell you what he did. Get an opportunity in just a bit. The 0-2 from Burr on the way. Foul tip, and Almodovar holds on, and that retires a side. So 2 quick outs, a base hit, and then a punch out. After a half inning of play, no score. And in last night's ball game, Aaron Bennett, the winner, 7 innings pitched, 2 runs, both earned. He walked 3, he struck out 7, and ended up the winner. Daniel Singleton came on in relief, allowed just 1 hit, and struck out 5 Eagles in 2 innings. Not a save, as the lead was too big and Singleton went 2 innings. But great pitching by Southern Wesleyan's Aaron Bennett and Daniel Singleton last night. We're on only YouTube this afternoon. We were able to enjoy being on our radio station, FM 91.7. We'll have more Trinity Baptist College baseball as parts of double broadcasts later on in the season. Doing the pitching for Southern Wesleyan, wearing number 24, Josh Antwine. No wins, 1 loss. He's pitched only 3 innings so far. 4 runs, 3 of them earned. The batting order he will face: the leadoff man, third baseman Christian Draper. Batting second, the catcher Jordan Almodovar. Carlos Sanchez had a pretty good night last night. Had a triple and scored a run. He's the shortstop, batting third. Caleb Albritton, the DH, bats fourth. Austin Hillier playing first base today. He's batting fifth. Ryan Brooks back in right field. He'll bat sixth. Michael Camacho, we already saw him make a nice play. He's playing second base, batting seventh. In left field, David Cavedo bats eighth. And center fielder, senior Brian Lopez, will bat ninth. Christian Draper ready to step up to the plate. Antwine has allowed 6 runs, 4 of them earned. He walked 3. So I read the wrong column. That's all right. None of that matters right now as he gets ready to face Christian Draper. And here's the first pitch of the ball game for Josh Antwine, and it is a fastball that misses a little bit inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Josh Antwine, a senior, stands at 6'3" from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Also played a little baseball for Alice Lloyd College. Hot shot down the left side, but pulled foul. Count even at a ball and a strike. Head coach of the Warriors, Mr. Mike Gillespie. He's assisted by Justin Pollock, Tyler Rio, and Robert Hernandez, and the manager of the Warriors, Mr. Russell Lewis. 1 ball, 1 strike. Antwine delivers a breaking ball that misses in the dirt. So Draper ahead in the count, 2 balls and a strike. Coach John Copeland in his 5th season with Trinity Baptist College, assisted by Matt Carter, John Shiver, and David Hall. This one chopped foul. Count even now at 2-2. The shaking on your screen is due to a 14-mile-per-hour wind coming out of the northeast, and those can be some of the strongest winds. It's blowing in from left field, from the corner more towards the first base dugout. Swing and a miss. The ball hit the dirt, so Fowler will pick it up and get the out at first. So strikeout and 2-3 on the putout. One away, bases empty for the catcher, Jordan Almodovar. So that's why your screen might be shaking, and it gusts a little stronger than 14 miles per hour at times. Almodovar at the plate. Nothing out of 4 in last night's ball game. Takes the first pitch for a strike. Draper had a hit and 4 trips to the plate. Nobody on, 1 man out. The 0-1 is a fastball that misses outside. Almodovar digs in for the 1-1. This one chopped, foul, it hit off his foot, and 1 ball, 2 strikes. Almodovar 125 so far in the young season. Eagles looking for their first win. Southern Wesleyan got its first win last night. They now have a record of 1-3. This is the 1-2. High pop foul out of play to the left. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So the weatherman here in Jacksonville throwing a little temper tantrum. Nice and warm last night, and it cools off as the sun's supposed to come out today. It's very cloudy. Lights not on. Hopefully we won't need them. Here's the 1-2. Check swing. He went around. And again, Fowler will pick up the ball and make the throw to first for out number 2. So 2 strikeouts for Antwine to start this ball game. And Carlos Sanchez, the shortstop, steps in with the bases empty and 2 away. First pitch in there for a strike. Sanchez 2 for 4 with a run scored last night. Actually stole home as part of a double steal with Brian Lopez heading into second, and Lopez ended up scoring on a pass ball. That one missed outside. It's 1-1. Antwine delivers a high fastball, taken for ball 2. 2-1 on the way, and chopped foul. So the count even at 2-2. Antwine takes a long look in, gets his fingers ready inside the glove, and the 2-2 fastball that misses down low. Eagles men's basketball, we followed that game most of the second half last night. They ended up winning by 7. 3-2, and the pitch. Hard ground ball towards short. That will be fielded by Schau. Throw to first in time. 1-2-3 go the Eagles in the first. And after 1, we have no score. We'll be back in just a minute. We go to the second, no score. Jacob Burr, 1 inning so far, 1 hit, but nothing else. He struck out a man in the first as well. We started to tell you about TBC Eagles men's basketball. 84-77 win out west at Pensacola Christian College. That's a big South Region Conference matchup. And this afternoon, they're going a little further west into Laurel, Mississippi to play the South Region's newest team, Southeastern Baptist College, they just joined the league this year. Trinity Baptist won the game against the Chargers very early in the basketball season here in Jacksonville. And the Eagles and Coach John Jones have a chance to sweep the season series as they did against Pensacola last night. Eagles men's basketball, #1 seed at this point in the South region. They have 2 home games left next Tuesday and Thursday before the South Region Tournament takes place at Johnson University of Florida in Kissimmee. Jared Jones leading off the second. Takes a pitch on the outside corner for strike 1. Jones last night, 1 for 4, couple of RBIs, also scored twice. No balls and a strike. Burr delivers, and this one a little bit low. So the count even at 1-1. Burr winds and delivers. Chopper towards first. It is foul. Took a bad hop on Hillier, but it was wide right of the line. Talking with a gentleman cheering on the Warriors here in the bleachers between innings while we had a break. Saying the forecast lied. Well, Channel 4 is usually pretty good, but all week long their forecast has said sunny in the 70s this afternoon. That changed last night as a nor'easter went out in the Atlantic Ocean. We're still getting some of that wind. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 3, and the umpire is verifying, making sure that the ball was cleanly caught by Almodovar. It was. And that is out #1. It was a foul tip. And strikeout #2 for Jacob Burr. 1 out, top of the second. Bryson Fowler at the plate. 1 for 1 last night. Drove in a run in that 7th inning. First pitch, fastball that misses up and away. Fowler, one of the catchers. Last night we saw Connor Ewing. Might see him in game #2 later this afternoon. Here is the 1-0 and a breaking ball and a good pitch by Burr. Took a lot off it. And that good 11-5 curveball caught the strike zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. Burr ready with the 1-1. And a line drive headed towards right field, and that is a base hit. Diving attempt by the second baseman, Camacho, but it was out of his reach. A good, clean single into right for Fowler. He's now 2 for 2 in the series, and he will leave for a courtesy runner. That is Cole Rogers taking over at first base. A little easier to see the changes in the daylight. Really dark here on the field last night. Cole Rogers, courtesy runner for the catcher. That is allowed in NCCAA competition. Both these teams members. Southern Wesleyan also NCAA Division II. Burr throws over to first, and Rogers is back in time. So a dual affiliation. Many NCCAA teams have a dual affiliation. Some of them that we play also in the NAIA. Warner University comes to mind, a member of the Sun Conference in the NAIA. First pitch on the way and a fastball well outside. Next weekend, Trinity Baptist will play at Edward Waters College in downtown Jacksonville at 3 o'clock next Friday the 15th, and then a home doubleheader against the Tigers of EWC right here at Trinity Ball Yard starting at 12 o'clock. Home and home series and another one to end the season. And that one fouled off, count even at 1-1. Get opportunities. We'll let you know more of the upcoming schedules for both our visitors and our home team. 1-1 to Devin Patrick, who had himself a really nice night at the plate, especially late in the ball game. He got 3 RBIs on 2 different hits in the 7th inning. RBI double and a 2-run single. Throw to first. Runner was off the bag, and he gets back in time, and Rogers flinched, actually took a step towards second. By the time Burr was able to make the throw over there, he had scampered back and found his hand inside the back of the bag. Good tag by Hilliard, but just a little bit late. 1-1, Rogers shortens up a little bit. Burr takes a long look, and the pitch is swung on and missed and gets away from Almodovar. That ball had so much curve, once it hit the dirt, it just scampered away. It's a strike, but it's also a wild pitch charged to Jacob Burr. That puts a runner at second. Rogers with pretty good speed. 1 out. Devin Patrick picked up 3 ribbies last night, now has a chance to get another one. Overall, he was 2 for 4. Also drew a walk in last night's ball game. Long look back at the runner, and the 1-2 misses outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hello to Mandy, Wimpy, Lena, Marier, Paul Price, Jarrett Soto, Robert Antwine cheering on pitcher Josh on the mound. Thank you for letting us know you're watching by dropping a comment in the top chat. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Burr delivers a curveball. Nice job by Patrick to wait back. Had a pretty good swing at it and fouled it straight back into the backstop. Count remains 2-2. Had very good fan interaction in last night's ball game. Always enjoy seeing who's watching. So far, over 530 people have checked out last night's ball game. Of course, being on YouTube, these games do stay posted. Go back and check it out over and over. Burr steps off. Patrick called for time. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The runner at second is Cole Rogers, the courtesy runner for Bryson Fowler, who singled his way aboard. Rogers then advanced to second on a wild pitch. Burr looks back, checks the runner. Now the 2-2 on the way in the dirt and blocked by Almodovar. Jordan's been pretty busy behind the plate in these first couple of innings. And now a payoff pitch coming to Patrick. Left-handed hitter, playing right field for the Warriors. Long look in once again. Burr checks the runner and delivers a curveball lifted high into left field. That could drop fair, but it actually beat the wind. That did not hold it up. The wind had died down. Otherwise, that might have been pushed back into fair territory. So nothing but a foul ball and a redo. Patrick now batting .250 after his good night last night. 6 runs batted in 4 games for the Warriors. SWUathletics.com is where we're getting the stat information for Southern Wesleyan. TBCEagles.com, home of Trinity Baptist College Athletics. The 3-2 on the way, swing and a miss. He struck him out. Burr reached back, put a little bit extra on that one, and got the out. 2 away, and that is strikeout number 3. Sawyer Price at the plate. We told you earlier he had a very good night in the field last night. At the plate, 1 for 5, but he drove in 3 runs. Scored twice as well. 2 outs, runner in scoring position. Burr a chance to get out without a run scoring, and the first pitch fastball fouled off, and it looks like it's going into the trees, and a youngster is going to try to track that one down. It didn't go too deep in, and right behind one layer of trees is a very big lake. No balls and a strike. And the pitch, a curveball lifted high towards right field, but that's well out of play. Ryan Brooks, extremely fast in right field. He won't take anything for granted. He will hustle, no matter where the ball is, how far over the fence it is. Ryan Brooks is going to do what he can to see if he can make a play. Burr well ahead in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. High fastball. Price flinched a little but held up in time. Tammy Antwine and someone by the username of RantW02 checking us out here on YouTube, cheering on Southern Wesleyan. Jacob Burr ahead 1-2, takes a look back at the runner. Long look back, now the pitch, curveball, he got him swinging. Price chased one out of the zone, and Burr got 3 outs via the strikeout in that inning, giving him 4 overall. A hit and a man left at second. We go to the bottom of the second. We have no score. We'll take this opportunity to go through the upcoming ball games. As usual, we'll start with our guests. After today's doubleheader, Southern Wesleyan will be a home game against Mars Hill on Wednesday the 13th at 4 p.m. Then a Friday-Saturday 3-game series, a single 9-inning game on the 15th. Virginia Wise heads up to Southern Wesleyan in Central South Carolina. Saturday the 16th, a doubleheader against Virginia Wise beginning at high noon. Tuesday the 19th, the Warriors are at Benedict for a single game at 1 o'clock. And then a 3-game series. Single game on Friday the 22nd, 2:30 in the afternoon against Emmanuel College from Georgia, and then a doubleheader with Emmanuel beginning at 12. For the Eagles, we told you about the 3-game set with Edward Waters next weekend, February 19th at Thomas University. That's a Tuesday afternoon doubleheader beginning at 4 o'clock, and then they will go to Central Florida, Winter Haven to be exact, and play Point Park University at the beginning of the Russ Matt Invitational. Doubleheader beginning at 1:30. Caleb Albritton leads things off for the Eagles in the bottom of the second. Antwine winds and delivers, and his first pitch is low and outside. Again, the shaking on your screen, we have winds gusting pretty hard right now. Difficult to keep that camera still. We do apologize for the inconvenience. Ask you to bear with us. The 1-0, fastball that misses low and outside. Albritton well ahead now, 2 balls, no strikes. Caleb last night, nothing out of 3. And here's the 2-0. Fastball on the outside corner, a good take for Albritton. You don't have to hit it just because it's a strike. When you're ahead in the count, you want one pitch that you're looking for. He has a lot of room down the right field line, as the Warriors gave Trinity all night. Last night, long drive down the left field line, way back, and foul. That one almost got out of here. The wind pushed it foul, however, and it hit off the fence. Unfortunately, though, to the right side of the foul pole. Albritton looking for his first home run of the season. Came mighty close with that swing. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Antwine winds and delivers, and a fastball that misses just a little bit high for ball 3. So we see how both pitcher and hitter respond after a ball that just missed getting out for a homer. Full count, here's a pitch, ball 4, misses down low. Leadoff man aboard for the Eagles. First walk issued by Josh Antwine. Austin Hillier playing first base today. At the plate for the first time this series, he did not bat as the starting pitcher last night. Antwine working from the stretch, leadoff man aboard, and the pitch, high pop foul, and that's going to get well out of play. Hillier, no hits in 4 at-bats so far, mostly on the mound, and Coach Copeland uses the DH, as many of the college coaches do. Make sure the pitcher does not wear himself out on the base paths. Antwine from the stretch, modest lead by Albritton, and a fastball misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out. Eagles got the leadoff man aboard by the walk. Hillier looking to bring him around. And the 1-1 on the way, and he takes a fastball right down the middle. So now Antwine ahead, 1-2. Again, a modest lead off first, and the pitch is slapped foul out of play. This young man is enjoying himself on the right side of the field. He's getting a lot of exercise, too, chasing down these foul balls. Good way to keep the youngster active on a cold day. It's 1-2. Antwine throw to first, and the runner's back in time. Albritton not showing any signs that he might be on the move. He's taking a very short lead. Now gets a little extra half step, swing and a miss, and Hillier is out on strikes. That's a third for Antwine, 1 out, and it brings up the right fielder Ryan Brooks. He is 1 for 11 so far this season. Has a runner at first with 1 out. Brooks from University Christian School here in Jacksonville, joining the Eagles as a freshman this year. This guy can flat out run. He gets the opportunity. Let's hope he does today. You'll see what I'm talking about. First pitch coming from Antwine, and a fastball taken for a strike. We've already seen him run some balls down in the outfield that looked like nobody could get to. Again, a big gap in right center and down the right field line. Richards, as he did last night, shading towards left. Runner on the move, pitches outside to throw, almost hit Almodovar as it tailed, and fortunately no contact with the base runner. That is a stolen base for Caleb Albritton. Credit Richards with getting on the ball quickly and keeping the runner at second base. That one sailed on Bryson Fowler, and with the wind pushing it, nearly hit Almodovar, who was still running hard. Brooks calls time, 1 ball, 1 strike. RBI opportunity for the freshman. Antwine checks his runner. Modest lead off second, and the pitch, curveball, got the inside corner. So Antwine painting the corners, not throwing very much over the heart of the plate. One of the few he did almost left the yard. Albritton ended up drawing the walk. He's at second after the stolen base. Outfield can afford to play in with the wind blowing the way it is, averaging about 14 miles per hour. Here is the 1-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. He got him. So walking in 2 strikeouts. Brings up the second baseman, Michael Camacho. Michael hitting an even .500 on the season. 2 for 4. He's also walked a couple of times, so very good on base percentage. 1 for 1 in last night's ball game. A check swing, and he held up in time as the ball missed down and away. Eagles got the leadoff man aboard, then to second base, but so far, nothing coming across. We're scoreless in the bottom of the second. Wind has settled down at the moment. Antwine takes a long look. Second baseman, DJ Ludwig, covering. Albritton got a much bigger lead that time, and he's going to do it again. Kind of hiding behind the umpire from my vantage point. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch on the way is a little bit low. So Camacho ahead, 2 balls, no strikes. And again, it's not an automatic swing on a strike. Let it be the one you want. Ludwig up the middle, holding the runner. Big hole on the right side, and a swing and a miss. 2 balls and a strike. If Camacho can just get the ball to the right side, very good chance he'll drive in the run. Here comes the 2-1. Line drive headed toward the gap, but it's going to be pushed right at the right fielder, Devin Patrick. The wind picked up, and that ball sailed right into the glove. And as the Eagles have done all season, that's a hard hit ball that is caught to retire the side. A walk, a stolen base, no runs, and after 2, we have no score. Nine, 1, and 2 due up for the Warriors as we start the top of the 3rd. DJ Ludwig, Ty King Richards, and Timo Schau. Ludwig last night 1 for 3, scored twice, drove in a run, also drew a walk, and had a strikeout. On the season with that update, 154. 2 out of 13. He will lead things off. Top of the 3rd, no score. Both pitchers getting strikeouts when they needed them with runners on base. Burrs fanned 4, so has Antoine. First pitch of the 3rd inning on the way. Ludwig squared around and then pulled it back and took ball 1 up and away. Sandra Barnett cheering on the Warriors. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Looked like Ludwig chased one down in the dirt on that one. Cindy Almodovar cheering on Jordan and the Trinity Baptist College Eagles. And the 1-1 on the way, squares around a bunt. It goes right back to Burr. He fields, throws to first in time for out number 1. So the bunt attempt results in the first out of the inning, and it brings up leadoff man center fielder Ty King Richards. He grounded out to second to start the ball game. In fact, he and Schau both went after the first pitch, and after Burr threw 2 pitches, he had 2 outs. See if he's a little more patient at the plate in this at-bat. The first pitch, swinging a chopper. He can run. That's going to be a tough play. Throw to first in the dirt. Hillier, though, scoops it out, and that is out number 2. Sanchez charged in, had to get rid of the ball in a hurry because Richards was booking it down the line. And Hillier got the out, saved the error as well. So another first ball swing. 2 outs, Timo Schau at the plate. I don't have the pitch count, but both pitchers pretty efficient so far, especially considering they each have struck out 4. And this pitch is a good curveball. That one very sharp, and it caught the outside corner. No balls, 1 strike. Long look in by the freshman Burr. The pitch on the way, fastball, foul tip right into the mitt. And if I'm not mistaken, there's another catcher for the Eagles. I believe I see number 18 now, and that is Daniel Burnsed. I don't know the reason for the change, but Burnsed now catching for Coach Copeland. Here's the 0-2, a breaking ball, and this one is chopped foul. Now, Almodovar, not sure what's happened, but he is out of the ball game. Don't know if there's a physical problem or Coach Copeland just wanted to make a change. Hopefully, he's not hurt. So, no balls, 2 strikes. Burnsed behind the plate. Here's a pitch from Burr. This one catches the outside corner for strike 3. A little late call, but that retires a side, and that's the 5th punch out for Jacob Burr. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. We have no score. I've just been informed that the catcher, Jordan Almodovar, changed jerseys. He's wearing number 19. A little tough to see with his catcher's gear on. So it is Almodovar still behind the plate for the Eagles. That's nice to hear because I was thinking he might have hurt himself running the first base in the first inning. So Jordan Almodovar wearing number 19 now. Burnsed does wear 18, and with the strap of the chest protector kind of covering up that second number, it made it a little difficult to tell. David Quevedo will lead things off. He got an at-bat last night, 0 for 1. He's leading off here in the bottom of the 3rd, 8-9-1. Quevedo, Lopez, and Draper. Quevedo squares around a bunt and fouls this one off. Quevedo 1 for 11 on the season. He does have some power. Hit some home runs for Coach Copeland a year ago. Here's the 0-1 on the way and a fastball that misses outside. Last night's umpire was very generous with the corners. This is more of a hitter's umpire so far, but consistency through the first 2+ innings, that's what you want. And the 1-1 on the way. This one's lifted high towards right field, headed toward the corner, way back, and it is on the ground. Quevedo rounding second on his way to 3rd. He will get there with a triple to lead off the bottom of the 3rd. That one had a chance. The wind may have knocked it down and also took it away from Devin Patrick. I believe the ball tipped off his glove. Landed safely, and the Eagles have a runner at 3rd with nobody out. That ball ended up right down the line. It had some slice to it, and with the help of that wind out of the northeast, blew it away from Patrick. Good result for Quevedo and the Eagles. Here is Brian Lopez. He scored a run on a pass ball. Also stole a base in that double steal we told you about that led to the Eagles' first run. First pitch on the way. Lopez, usually a good contact hitter. Looked like he was trying to go down the right field line because, again, there's a lot of room as Patrick is playing well over off the line in front of the scoreboard. With the way the wind's blowing, might want to come back a few steps. Here's the pitch, a curveball, and yes, Lopez again looked like he's trying to go the right side. Down in the count, no balls, 2 strikes. Just make contact, Brian. Most likely you'll get the run home. It's not a guarantee, Well, with the middle infield back especially, that run could score easily. This one in the dirt. Great block by Bryson Fowler. Keeps Quevedo at third base, and it runs the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lopez first at bat today, the number 9 hitter. No hits in 2 official at-bats last night, but he did walk to get on base. There's a drive into center. That will at least score a run. Richards, a diving catch. He could not come up with it. Quevedo scores. Lopez will pull into second with an RBI double. So Brian Lopez, we knew the run would score when he hit it. Richards on the dive. Again, the wind taking the ball to that right side of the field. Richards made the dive. The ball hit his glove, but he could not hold on. And the Eagles in business. 2 extra base hits to start the bottom of the third, and very good speed at second base. More very good speed at the plate in Christian Draper. Richards, though, still shading the hitter to pull on the left side of second base from our vantage point. This pitch misses, a breaking ball down and in. Well, let's see if Draper can go that way and at least get Lopez over to third. Eagles lead 1-0. RBI double off the bat of the senior Brian Lopez. 1 ball, no strikes. And Twine takes a very long look back, and the pitch right down the middle. Good hard fastball for strike 1. As usual, when the Eagles are batting, a couple of the Southern Wesleyan gentlemen out here with the radar gun. What's he throwing, if you can tell me? Mid-80s. You don't have to throw 100. You just have to get the batter out. This one in the dirt. Lopez ahead, 2 balls and a strike. His fastball, though, does have some good life on it. Kind of zigzags, and with the wind blowing, getting a little extra movement on it. Both pitchers benefiting from that. Again, a big gap in right center. Draper ahead, 2 balls and a strike. And the 2-1. Chop to the right side. That is a base hit. Lopez will round third. They're going to wave him on in. Lopez, though, stumbles and has to head back to third. A good throw from Patrick. Hit the cutoff, man. That would have been a very close play at the plate. It turns out it could be a break for the Eagles. That Lopez lost his footing. But there are now runners at the corners. A base hit by Draper. Found the open gap on the right side. Still nobody out, and here is Jordan Almodovar, and we have timeout called as Coach Gillespie will head on out to the mound. We'll pause here and be right back when we're ready to resume. Stay with us. Eagles have 3 consecutive hits to start the inning. A triple, a double from Lopez that scored the run, and now a base hit by Draper to put runners at the corners. Nobody out. Jordan Almodovar, a chance to extend a current 1-run lead. Just make some contact, get the run home. Antwine winds and delivers. There's a chopper foul right down the first baseline. Bent was ready to throw home. Lopez again, very good speed. And the count, no balls and a strike. So no balls and a strike. Throw over to first. Draper can run. He didn't have that big of a lead off first. That might have been just to see if Coach Copeland was up to any tricks. Now a little bit bigger lead, and the pitch. Square around a bunt, throw to first, and Draper is back. So the safety squeeze was on. Bunt attempt missed, and Almodovar down, no balls and 2 strikes. Richards playing the hitter to pull this time on the right side of the bag from our vantage point. Antwine 0-2 on the way. Line drive right back to the pitcher. That's over to first for 1. That looked like it had the makings of a triple play, but Lopez recognized it and got back to the bag in a hurry. Another tough break for the Eagles. That goes as L1-3, cutting down Draper off first. And a double play puts runner at third with 2 outs. Sanchez at the plate. A big break for the Warriors. Well, credit Antwine getting into good fielding position after his delivery. He was ready for that hot shot, and I mean that ball was scorched. Sanchez grounded out to end the first inning. Here's the pitch. Fastball that misses low and inside. Well, the Eagles have found the holes so far this inning. That one, unfortunately, caught. Turned into a double play, and Bent was ready to make the throw to third to potentially complete a triple play. Ground ball towards third. That should end the inning. Ludwig scoops and fields, but the Eagles do get a run on 3 hits. The double play came back to hurt, but after 3, it's Trinity Baptist 1, Southern Wesleyan nothing. Top of the 4th, and hitters 3, 4, and 5 due up for Southern Wesleyan. That's Bent, Husto, and Jones. Miss Tammy Antwine cheering on the Warriors, saying an entire household is watching this ball game on the YouTube feed. Sandra Barnett also joining in says from GMA. I'm guessing that means Greater Massachusetts. Eagles got a run. We're threatening and really hit the ball hard the entire inning, but a double play grabbed by the pitcher Antwine, doubled off Draper. And first pitch from Burr, straight up. That's going to stay in the field to play. Burr is there. He's going to give way, and a catch is made, but 2 players collide. Look like Camacho has moved over to third base. He made the catch. He collided with Almodovar. Let's hope everybody's all right. Kristen Draper and Michael Camacho traded places on the infield, so Draper now at second. Camacho made the catch. Looks like everybody's all right, but Almodovar a little shaken up. He's going to have a chance to regroup. On that double play, Draper was off on a terrific secondary lead. Nothing he could do. You just have to credit the defense. Almodovar looks like he'll be fine, just needs a minute to gather himself. We told you that Trinity Baptist is going to Thomas University and to Winter Haven to play in the Russ Matt Invitational on February 23rd. Then the Eagles will host Thomas University for 2 on Tuesday, February 26th. That's a 4 p.m. start time. The Russ Matt Invitational will continue as the Eagles will play Cornerstone University in Kissimmee on March 1st, then again in Auburndale on March 2nd. First game at 3 p.m., second game at 12:30, March 1st and 2nd. on March 2nd. The Eagles will then play Grace College at 4 p.m. And the Invitational ends on March 5th when the Eagles play Judson University at 4 p.m. Lisan Cintron, the TBC trainer, out on the field looking at Jordan Almodovar. Trinity Baptist has a slew of home games. 31 of the 48 games are played right here at Trinity Ball-Yard. Almodovar hit by third baseman Michael Camacho. He's going to get a chance to take some warm-up pitches, make sure he sees the ball well. Jacob Burr got the first man of the inning on the pop-up to the third baseman. So 1 out, both pitchers doing well. Burr now 3 1/3. He has allowed 3 hits, but he has struck out 4. Here is Julio Justo. He was one of those 4 strikeout victims. That ended the first inning. Again, the wind picking up. Try to do what we can to keep the camera as still as possible. Again, it's steady at about 14, but it's gusting over 20 at times. Burr ready, and here's the first pitch to Justo. A breaking ball lifted high into center field. The wind will knock it down. Brian Lopez is there to make the catch. Well, the Warriors are really helping out Jacob Burr by attacking the ball early in the count. That's keeping his pitch count down, and it brings up the left fielder Jared Jones, who went down on strikes to open the second. Long look in by the freshman Jacob Burr, and the windup and the pitch. High fly ball once again, 1 pitch into center field. Lopez puts it away to retire the side. 3 pop-ups. Total of about 4 or 5 pitches. Great work by Jacob Burr. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Eagles lead it 1-0. Bottom of the 4th, Eagles 1, Warriors nothing. 4, 5, and 6 due up for TBC, Caleb Albritton, Austin Hillier, and Ryan Brooks. Eagles got that run in the 3rd. David Cavedo led off with a triple that ended up right in the corner. He scored on the double from Lopez. That's the scoring summary so far through the first 3.5 innings. Albritton, Hillier, and Brooks. Remember, these are 2 7-inning ball games. Antwine, a little trouble in the 3rd. The double play helped him get out of it. There's a first pitch line drive into right field. The Eagles keep on swinging those bats, and so far in this ball game, they're finding some holes. They've had some very tough luck this season. Balls like that getting caught. We saw Devin Patrick run one down on a ball hit very similarly to that one. That one not quite up in the air, however. Hillier struck out his first time up. Has a runner at first, nobody out. Squares around the bunt. Sacrifice attempt is right down the line, and that's going to get the job done. Antwine will step on the bag, and Hillier hustling made that play much closer than it looked at first. So the sacrifice bunt, 1U, a little unusual but not unheard of. 1 out puts Albritton at second for the right fielder Ryan Brooks. He went down on strikes in the second. So Hillier does his job. Let's see if Brooks and then Michael Camacho can bring that run home. Again, a very big gap in right center. Big gap on the ground as Ludwig is holding the runner close at second. Here's the first pitch. Brooks was going that way, but he chased one in the dirt. Carbajal 93 watching us on the live feed. I'm guessing you're a Patriots fan. Patriots won another Super Bowl last weekend. I believe that's number 6 for Tom Brady. No balls and a strike. And the pitch, high fastball, misses. Boy, that wind gust nearly blew my laptop around. 1 ball, 1 strike. Dean's trying to keep that camera still, but he's fighting a battle. Antwine, the 1-1, swing and a miss, and Brooks chased one the first pitch, and good job by Antwine seeing how far outside the zone the hitter will go. Well, if it were me, I'd go even further outside, ahead in the count 1-2. Here's the pitch on the way. This one caught some plate, but it dipped down, and that is out number 2. So it's up to Michael Camacho to drive home the run. He lined very hard to right. That was the play we told you that Patrick made. That ended the second inning. RBI opportunity for Camacho. Ludwig still holding the runner close, but not quite as much as he was with Brooks at the plate. Long look back at the runner and the pitch, a curved ball that gets the outside corner. No balls and a strike. That's a long look in by the right-hander Josh Antwine. Big check of the runner who gets a big lead, and now time called as Antwine steps off. Albritton looks like he's trying to take the pitcher's attention off the hitter. Good idea by the catcher out there at second base. The 0-1 on the way, and a breaking ball misses. Camacho flinched but did not go. One ball, 1 strike. The wind seems to have shifted and blowing more in from center right now. Another long look in by Antwine. And here comes the 1-1. Line drive up the middle. That's a base hit. Almodovar rounds third. They're going to wave him on in. The throw is cut off, and the Eagles lead 2-0. Albritton scores on the RBI by Camacho. Base hit right up the middle. And a gentleman to my right saying, okay, it's 2-0, time to score 11. That's what happened in last night's ball game, and the Eagles hoping nothing anywhere close like that happens again this weekend. Unless, of course, they're the offense doing it. I believe I said Almodovar by mistake. That was Caleb Albritton who scored that run. David Cavedo has a runner at first, 2 outs. RBI single by Camacho. Eagles lead 2-0. And the first pitch, breaking ball on the outside corner for a strike. So Albritton led off the inning with a base hit, advanced to second on the sacrifice by Hillier. Michael Camacho brings him home, giving the Eagles a 2-run lead. No balls and a strike, and a pitch on the way, misses inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Quevedo at the plate. Breaking ball stays a little bit too far inside. Well, the curveball that Antwine has shown, it's not automatic that he lays in a fastball down in the count. At this level, pitchers don't always do that. Here's the pitch. This one a fastball, though, but misses low for ball 3. Lopez waits for an opportunity. He already has driven in a run today. 3 balls and a strike. Now Quevedo can make sure this one is to his own liking. Another big gap in right center, and the pitch. Ball 4. Antwine did not like the call, but there are runners at first and second. And here's Lopez, who got the RBI double into the gap. A diving attempt by Richards came up a little short. Lopez then got to third, but was stranded there, and we have a timeout. Coach Gillespie heading out to the mound. Eagles lead 2-0. We'll be back in just a minute. New pitcher for the Warriors, number 30, Cole Standifer. Josh Antwine goes 3 2/3. 2 runs, both earned. He is responsible for the 2 men on base. He allowed 4 hits. He struck out 5 and walked 1. Standifer, a sophomore. He has pitched 3 2/3 innings so far. He's allowed 1 hit. No runs, however. He has walked 6 and struck out 6. Standifer, a sophomore, right-handed pitcher from Juniper, Florida. If I read that correctly, yes, Salem University. He also played some ball there. He's inheriting runners at first and second, but he does have 2 outs. Albritton led off with a base hit. Hillier sacrifice bunted him to second. Brooks went down on strikes. Camacho, a line drive, base hit into center, brought home Albritton. David Quevedo drew the walk, and that knocked Antwine off the mound. Brian Lopez will be the hitter. Again, runners at first and second, but there are 2 outs. Camacho and Quevedo looking for a chance to advance. Lopez throws left, bats right, also does a little pitching for Coach Copeland. Another big gap in right center. And here's a first pitch from Standifer on the way, and a fastball line towards right, but Price is right there, Patrick rather, and he leaps high and makes the catch. Lopez hit that ball right on the button, but out. Well, Eagles do get a run on a couple of hits, leave 2, and after 4, it is Trinity Baptist 2, Southern Wesleyan nothing. Eagles got a run in the third, tacked on another in the fourth, and lead it 2-0 as we go to inning number 5. Jason Burr, 4 innings pitched, no runs, 2 hits, and he has struck out 5. Sandra Barnett clearing up that GMA. She is the grandmother, one of our Southern Wesleyan players. Hitters 6, 7, and 8 due up for the Warriors. That's Bryson Fowler, Devin Patrick, and Sawyer Price. Fowler leading things off. He singled in the second and got as far as second base. Jacob Burr looking very sharp, hoping that continues. Here is the first pitch of the 5th, the breaking ball, and a beautiful 12-6 curveball for a strike. Remember, this is a 7-inning ball game. The way Burr has gone on low pitch count, right now it looks like he could possibly go to the distance if he continues the way he is now. No balls and 2 strikes, well ahead in the count. Neither team has committed an error. Both teams have played well in the field. Outfield straight away. And the 0-2 curveball lifted to the right side. 3 men giving chase. It is going to be Draper running that one down in the triangle right at the foul line. Beautiful catch by Kristen Draper for out number 1. That ball was fair when Draper caught it. That could have been trouble. But with the speed of Draper and Brooks and Hillier not too far away, Eagles get the first out. Devin Patrick went down on strikes in the 2nd inning. Matt Burr struck out 3 of the 4 men he faced in that inning. First pitch from Burr, breaking ball, catches the outside corner. Now that young man who's been chasing down the foul balls worked up an appetite, got himself a hot dog there and is sitting down enjoying the ball game now. No balls and a strike. Burr with the delivery. This one slapped foul. No balls, 2 strikes. Temperatures have dipped down into the 50s now, and the wind is very steady. Here is the 0-2. Breaking ball just misses inside. Good take by Patrick. I do see action in the Eagles bullpen, but as I always say, dugout and some other equipment block my view of the mound, so I can't tell who it is. But I do see a ball flying back and forth. Here is the 1-2. Ground ball towards short. And it takes a bad hop on Sanchez into left field. That's a base hit. Sanchez was set. That ball might have caught the seam or had some spin on it or something, but it bounced over the right shoulder of Sanchez. That is a base hit for Patrick. 1 out, runner at first. Third baseman Sawyer Price ended the 2nd inning on strikes. Looked like a routine ground ball, but it took a funny hop and resulted in a single for Patrick. Only the 3rd hit Burr has allowed. Runner at first, 1 out, and the pitch, a breaking ball, misses a little outside. Looked like the umpire was about to raise that right hand, but changed his mind. 1-0. Burr from the stretch, hasn't had to do that much so far today, and this one slapped foul. And Price chased one outside the zone. One ball, 1 strike. Modest lead off first by Patrick. And time called. Price not letting the pitcher dictate the speed of this at-bat. Everybody's ready. Here's a 1-1 on the way, a curveball, grounded towards third. Camacho fields, throws to second for 1, throw to first, In-time double play, a great turn by Christian Draper. He had to hold the bag, reach up, then get a push off and over the shoulder to complete a 5-4-3 double play. That retires a side, a hit, but nobody left. Thanks to the great defense by Camacho and Draper, we go to the bottom of the 5th. Eagles lead it 2-0. Fantastic turn at second base by Christian Draper. Again, first he had to hold the bag and reach up for the throw, then avoid the runner, turn almost all the way around and make the throw. Got a lot of it on it. And with the big man Hillier at first, he was able to easily catch the high throw to retire the side. Eagles lead 2-0. Top of the order, Draper, Almodovar, and Sanchez. Two of those three men just turned that double play. RBI from Brian Lopez in the 3rd. Michael Camacho in the 4th have given the Eagles a 2-0 lead. Leadoff man, Christian Draper, 1 for 2, a strikeout and a single, but he was doubled off on that line drive that Antoine snared and turned into a double play. Eagles are starting to hit the ball very well. Here's the first pitch. Good swing by Draper. He just missed driving that one. Hit off the catcher's mask. Thank God for small favors. Bryson Fowler behind the plate. And the umpire gives him a chance to make sure he's all right. No balls and a strike. Richards now shading a little bit towards right field. Here is the 0-1, and this one is fouled back. Don't have our young man available at the moment. And a count, no balls, 2 strikes. Cole Standifer on in relief of Antoine. The 0-2 pitch, grounded hard towards short. Long throw to first is not in time. Draper beats out the infield hit. Shao did all he could. He threw the ball well, but Draper can run, and he has himself a leadoff single. That's his second base hit of the afternoon. So leadoff man with very good speed aboard for the catcher, Jordan Almodovar. He hit that line drive that turned into a double play, 0 for 2. Good speed on the bases. Let's see if Coach Copeland puts it to use. Here's the first pitch. Almodovar squared around a bunt, pulled back, and the pitch called a strike. Draper hustling. Got that infield single. The 1-0 on the way, the bunt attempt. Almodovar might have reached for one well outside, and he fouled it off. Well, the scoreboard says 1-1. The umpire says no balls, 2 strikes. That is the count. Scoreboard now reset. Bent holding the runner at first. Good hold on the right side if Almodovar can pull it through, and he takes a fastball up and away. Standifer got out of the inning with that hard line drive that Patrick snared. Now starting a fresh new inning, allowed a leadoff infield single, ahead 1-2. And the pitch, fastball misses outside. Well, Fowler set up outside. The ball hit the target, but wide of the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Throw to first. Draper had only about a step and a half off. And we'll reset once again. Draper not that big of a lead. And the 2-2 on the way. Misses up and outside. And full count. And now let's see if Coach Copeland puts the runner in motion. 3-2, usually a good count to get something started. Draper gets an extra step, not going, and this one fouled off. Well, I saw some action in the Eagles bullpen just a few minutes ago, so we'll see if Jacob Burr comes back out to the mound. He's done a terrific job through 5 innings. Warriors really got to the bullpen last night in the 7th. Payoff pitch, runner's going, pitch is outside, ball 4. Draper had that one stolen. He got a terrific jump. But runners now at first and second. Carlos Sanchez, a number 3 hitter, a couple of hard ground balls. 0 for 2, RBI opportunity, good speed at second. Almodovar can run as well at first. Richards very straight in center field. Corner outfielders well off the lines. Shortstop Shao back on the outfield grass. Second baseman Ludwig holding the runner close. Square around a bunt, good opportunity, and he fouled it off. Good call by Coach Copeland. But it's no balls and a strike. Bent not holding the runner at first, so Almodovar is able to get a couple of extra steps. Here is the pitch, and this one is fouled off, and Jordan Broden, I believe, is the courtesy runner for the catcher. Let me make sure I got that right. No, I do believe that is still Almodovar. Broden's often used as a courtesy runner because he can run very well also. No balls, 2 strikes, a couple of bunt attempts have gone foul. And the pitch on the way, and a fastball misses upstairs. That was a situation with Almodovar batting. Fouled off a couple of bunt attempts, then worked the walk. Standifer in a jam, nobody out. And the pitch on the way, this one misses high. Sanchez with a good eye at the plate. Now has a gap in left center as Richards shays him to go the other way. Wind is calm at the moment, but it's been a little fussy off and on all afternoon. Here's a 2-2. And that one slapped foul. That one's going to hit the woods. Two balls, 2 strikes. Nice battle going on between the batter, Sanchez, and the pitcher, Standifer. Big opportunity for the Eagles. 2 men on, nobody out. Standifer delivers the 2-2. This one in the dirt, and a nice block by Fowler to keep the runners where they are. Hello, Fritz Bennett cheering on the Warriors. And I'm guessing you and Miss Sandra, family members of last night's winner, Aaron Bennett. He was terrific on the mound. 3-2, misses downstairs, and the bases are loaded. Time called. Coach Gillespie heads out to the mound. Caleb Albritton, the cleanup man in the DH, he'll be the next batter, and we'll see if Coach Gillespie sticks with Standifer. There is action in the Warriors bullpen. We'll pause here and be right back on TBC Eagles. So Coach Gillespie comes out to the mound. He sticks with his reliever, Cole Standifer. The Eagles have a huge opportunity right now. Bases loaded, nobody out, heart of the batting order coming up. Caleb Albritton had a base hit and scored a run in the fourth, walked in the second, 1 for 1, also stole a base earlier in the ball game. And the first pitch, good take by Albritton. The pitcher just walked 2 in a row. That one in there for a strike. Corner infielders in to cut down the runner at the plate. Middle infielders back looking to turn 2. They'll trade the run for 2 outs. The 0-1 on the way. High fly down the left field line, but it is slicing foul. And again, Standifer ahead. No balls, 2 strikes. But he came back to walk both Almodovar and Sanchez after getting ahead 0-2. Here's the pitch. This one in the dirt, and another block by Fowler. He's been a brick wall behind home plate. Eagles already lead 2-0, looking to add some insurance, and they are looking for their first win of the season. 7 attempts so far. Here comes the 1-2. This one misses, low and in. Count even at 2-2. So Standifer, if nothing else, he is working up his pitch count. I see a reliever standing in the bullpen but not doing much, and now he gets up and starts to throw. Gets up on the mound. Here's the 2-2. Ground ball into right field, a base hit. 1 run is in. Here's another man around third. To throw to the plate, not in time. Runners advance into second and third. That is a 2-run single for Caleb Albritton, and the Eagles lead 4-0. Draper and Almodovar both come around to score. And on the throw to the plate, Sanchez goes first to third, and Albritton all the way to second. Still nobody out. First base is open for the first baseman, Austin Hillier. 0 for 1, a strikeout and a sac bunt that led to a run. 4-0, Eagles lead. Here's a pitch from Standifer, swing and a miss. Ryan Brooks is a scheduled hitter on deck. Nobody in the circle at the moment. Hillier has a chance to drive in 1, possibly 2. Nobody out. All four infielders in on the grass. And the pitch. This one misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Standifer will work from the windup with runners at second and third. Sanchez at third, Albritton at second, and the 1-1 on the way. And this one popped foul and out of play. Hillier had a pitch he could have done something with, but got under it. There is a pinch hitter in the on-deck circle. Looks like Tommy Simpson will bat for Ryan Brooks. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hillier ready, swing and a miss. He got him. Big strikeout for Standifer. That's his first. And it will be Tommy Simpson batting for Ryan Brooks. Brooks had a tough time, couple of strikeouts. And Simpson now has an RBI opportunity. The left-handed hitter at the plate. Runners at second and third, 1 out. Bottom of the 5th. Now Jacob Burr has been on the bench a long time during this inning. Let's hope the cool weather and the long layoff does not affect him if he comes back to the mound. Again, that is if. Eagles had some pitchers warming up a few minutes ago. Simpson an RBI opportunity, and the first pitch misses high, breaking ball, 1 ball, no strikes. First base is open. Camacho waiting on deck. Conference at the mound, doesn't take long. Simpson ahead in the count, 1 ball, no strikes. Now steps out. Everybody's ready. Again, all four infielders playing tight. Outfield is pulled in and left and center. Patrick a little deeper in right. This pitch misses downstairs. 2 balls, no strikes. Now I'm eager to see if Simpson reaches, if he stays in, or Ryan Brooks re-enters, because remember, Brooks has some blazing speed. Here comes a 2-0. In the dirt, that is ball 3. And now Simpson, I'm guessing, will be taking, as Standifer's had some control issues this inning. From the windup, the 3-0. Ball 4 loads up the bases. Simpson draws the walk. That is a third of the inning for Standifer, and that's going to be it. So Standifer comes out, and we'll tell you about the new man when we return here on TBC Eagles. Eagles mounting a rally. They have scored twice. It's the bottom of the 5th. 1 out, bases loaded, and the new pitcher for Southern Wesleyan, wearing number 21, senior Josh Core. He has made 1 appearance, no innings pitched to his credit. He has allowed 2 hits and 1 earned run. Inning started with Christian Draper beating out an infield single. That's led to 2 runs. Both he and Jordan Almodovar scored on the base hit from Caleb Albritton. 3 walks also in the inning with 1 out. Tommy Simpson just drew a walk to load the bases. Ryan Brooks has re-entered at first base. So Sanchez at third, Albritton at second, Brooks at first. Michael Camacho at the plate. He has hit the ball hard twice. 1 for 2, an RBI single in the 4th. Also a vicious line drive caught in right by Devin Patrick. Again, just make some good contact, get the ball through the infield, get home at least 1 run. Eagles leading 4-0. Standifer a total of 2/3 of an inning. 2 runs both earned and responsible for 3 men on base. Now Core, a hard-throwing right-hander, ready with the first pitch, and the senior misses outside. That is ball 1. I heard the couple of gentlemen talking while we were at break saying he's probably their hardest thrower. What you got on that last pitch? 89. Warmer day, it's going to top 90. They say he can top 90 pretty easily. 1 ball, no strikes, and this fastball must have topped 90. And the batter well behind it fouled it off. Camacho at the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Long look in by the senior Josh Core. Camacho digs in, this breaking ball well outside. Josh Core, a senior, stands at 6'1", 195 from Trenton, Georgia, Dade County High School. 2 balls and a strike. Another big gap in right center. Camacho ready, the 2-1 on the way. It's low, ball 3, nowhere to put him. Quevedo waiting on deck. Barring a double play, he will have an RBI opportunity. Now Camacho looking for one he likes, well ahead in the count, 3-1. And here's the pitch. Ball 4, that forces home a run. Everybody advances. Carlos Sanchez scores, and the Eagles lead at 5-0. Well, that 7th inning rally last night don't rest on a 5-run lead. Credit Camacho with his 2nd RBI of the game, and here's David Quevedo. He has tripled, scored, and walked. Still one out, bases loaded. And the first pitch from Core, breaking ball, called for a strike. Eagles leading 5-0. Mr. Fritz and Miss Lisa Bennett, Aaron's parents, again, did a terrific job last night. Another good curveball. This one got the inside corner. So Core working both sides of the plate on the first 2 pitches to Quevedo. Lopez on deck, then the top of the order. Al Britton at 3rd, Brooks at 2nd, Camacho at 1st. Here's the pitch. This one is in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fingers are starting to get a little numb from the cold breeze. Hopefully it won't affect how well I can write things down, let you know what's going on. 1-2 on the way, and time called. Quevedo steps out. Core taking his time. Now Quevedo ready. Core from the stretch with the bases loaded. Long look in, the 1-2 on the way. Check swing, and he held up in time as the ball hit the dirt. So Quevedo fell down 0-2, has worked it back even. The gap now is in left center and wide open down the left field line. If Quevedo could pull it, he could run a long way. This fastball way outside. Looked like Core might have tried to overthrow that one. So Quevedo has worked the count full after falling down 2 strikes. Nowhere to put him. Core needs to get the ball in the strike zone. Payoff pitch. In the dirt, ball 4. RBI for Quevedo, and the Eagles lead at 6-0. Everybody advances. Brooks takes 3rd, Camacho to 2nd. Quevedo, RBI walk, and Brian Lopez at the plate. The Eagles have batted around. Well, they're turning the table on what Southern Wesleyan did last night in the 7th. Eagles have 4 in the inning, and the pitch on the way misses up and away for ball 1. I wouldn't mind seeing 7 more runs to return that favor. 11 runs in the 7th inning last night. Lopez has had a couple of good swings, an RBI double and a line drive to right. This pitch on the inside corner, so Lopez 1 for 2 with an RBI. A ball and a strike, 1 out, bases are loaded. Nobody holding any runners to the bag, and the pitch downstairs, and Lopez is ahead 2-1. Leadoff man Christian Draper started this rally with an infield single. He's on deck. Again, barring a double play, he will have another opportunity. And the pitch to Lopez on the way. Ball 3 as this breaking ball hits the dirt. Now Lopez in the driver's seat. 2 consecutive bases loaded walks. And Lopez ahead 3-1. Strike 2 called on the inside corner. Eagles have drawn 5 walks this inning, and now Lopez has a full count. And the pitch. Ground ball headed towards right. It's going to be cut off. 1 run will score. To throw to second. Gets away. Here comes another runner. 2 runs have scored on the play. And David Quevedo takes third base. Everybody is safe. Well, that will go as an RBI fielder's choice for Brian Lopez. Ryan Brooks scores. And then the errant throw allows Camacho to go from second to home. E4 on the play. Quevedo goes all the way to third. Still 1 man out, runners at the corners. Christian Draper at the plate again. He started this off beating out a ground ball to the shortstop. Eagles with their biggest scoring output of the season so far, 8-0, 6 runs this inning. Lopez can run, he's at first. And a pitch from Core, misses. No, it caught the outside corner, a late call. No balls and a strike. Core delivers, and this one's upstairs. Action in the Warriors bullpen. And just like down the Trinity sideline, can't see who that pitcher is. There is obstruction by the covered fence. I can see the top of his head, but that's it. And the 1-1, Lopez on the move, and this one is fouled off. Draper has 2 hits and 3 trips. He's also scored a run. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, that wind is gusting and probably shaking the camera around, and that's why you see it bouncing around on your screen. Lopez was off on the last pitch. Not this time. Swing and a miss. That is out number 2. Jordan Almodovar now at the plate. He walked and scored earlier this inning. 0 for 2 officially. Runner at third is David Quevedo. Runner at first, Brian Lopez. Now with 2 outs, we'll see if Coach Copeland puts the runner in motion. Not on the first pitch, and it's a fastball for a strike. The 0-1. Core ready. Almodovar digs in. Lopez a little bit bigger lead this time. Let's see if he's off. Runner not going. Pitch on the way. A high fly ball into left. Should be easy for Jones, and he puts it away to end the inning. But a great inning for the Eagles. They score 6 times, 5 walks, and a couple of hits. Leave 2, but after 5, it is Trinity Baptist 8, Southern Wesleyan nothing. Well, Jacob Burr is back on the mound, but he had a very long layoff in this cold weather. Let's hope that doesn't affect him too much. Good reason for the long layoff, though, is the Eagles put 6 runs on the board, their biggest offensive inning and their biggest offensive game so far this season. Burr's been terrific through 5. 3 hits, 5 strikeouts, no walks, and no more than 1 base runner at a time. But again, he had to sit in the cold weather for a long time. More action in both bullpens. Top of the 6th, 9-1-2. But it looks like we're going to have a batter in place of DJ Ludwig. Izzy Martinez will lead things off. Did not see Martinez last night. So after I write his name down in my book, see if we can get you some numbers on this left-handed hitter. Jacob Burr ready with the first pitch, and it is on the inside corner for a strike. Martinez, no official at-bat this season, but 2 walks. Ahead now, 1 ball, no strikes. And a check swing, and he fouled it off. Well, now the scoreboard says 0-2, so while I was writing his name down, I might have missed something. Burr still wearing the short sleeves with the cool weather and the breeze. And the pitch. Check swing, and this one was upstairs. He held up in time. They're going to look down at the first base umpire. He says no swing. About an hour and 10 minutes away from TBC Eagles men's basketball. Hopefully I'll be able to pull up the live stream from Southeastern Baptist. Keep an eye on that one. And a foul off to the left side. Dean went down and got some hot chocolate. I'm going to have to send him down to get me some now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And a 1-2 on the way. Chopper towards the hole. Camacho cuts it off, throws to first in time. So the leadoff man retired in the 6th. Jacob Burr on cruise control, hoping it stays that way. Top of the order, Ty King Richards. He's 0 for 2. He's grounded to both middle infielders. We still have another ball game coming, probably about 25 minutes or so after the conclusion of this first one. The Eagles lead at 8-0. And the pitch on the way. Fastball right down the middle. Richards taking all the way. No balls and a strike. And Burr with the pitch. Ground ball right at Draper at second base. That should be an easy play, and that is out number 2. Shao at the plate. He's 0 for 2. Ground out, and last time up, called out on strikes. 2 quick outs by Jacob Burr. He's been very efficient. Wish I had kept track of the pitches. It's low for 2 outs in the 6th inning. That I can tell you. First pitch curveball misses. 1 ball, no strikes. And the 1-0 on the way. Fastball. Almodovar held it there but did not get the call. So Burr down 2-0. And the pitch. Fastball. This one misses inside. Hello, Mr. Reyes. Checking out the live feed. Trinity Baptist 8. Southern Wesleyan nothing. We are in the 6th. 2 outs, top half of the inning. And the pitch That's a strike right on the inside corner. Burr's fastball has some good life on it. Some good movement side to side as well. 3 balls and a strike. And the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. That fills up the count. Still a Warriors pitcher warming up in the bullpen. Eagles bullpen nice and quiet. Payoff pitch on the way. Curveball hit very well towards left field. Quevedo, though, tracks it down and makes the catch. That's the best ball the Warriors have hit so far today, but Quevedo equal to that task and go to the bottom of the 6th. Eagles 8, Warriors nothing. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Eagles enjoying an 8-0 lead. Don't let up, because we saw what the Warriors did in the 7th inning last night. Sanchez, Albritton, and Hillier due to lead things off. Another man on the mound for Southern Wesleyan. This is Tyler Perry. So we'll see if we can find the numbers on Perry. He has pitched a total of 1 1/3 so far. This is only the 5th game for Southern Wesleyan. He has allowed 4 runs, all earned. He's walked 3 and allowed 5 hits. Sanchez digs in to lead off, and a line drive up the middle for a base hit. And for Sanchez, his 2nd time on base. Leadoff single. Good start to the inning for the Eagles. 1 pitch and a base hit brings up Caleb Albritton, who drove home 2 with a single in the 5th inning when the Eagles put 6 runs on the board. They got 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th. Sanchez leading off first. Perry winds and delivers, and a curveball misses low. Nobody throwing in the Eagles bullpen, so we'll see if Jason Burr can come out, finish what he started. Fastball misses outside. Jacob Burr, 6 shutout innings. Balls, no strikes. Pitch on the way, misses downstairs, gets away, and that allows a runner to get to second base. And Sanchez took a little bit of a turn as well in case he had an opportunity to go 2 bases. That's a wild pitch charge to Perry. Runner in scoring position and a count of 3 balls, no strikes. Caleb Albritton at the plate. He is 2 for 2. He had also walked, stolen a bag, and scored twice. 3-0 on the way. Good take and a strike. Austin Hillier waiting on deck. And here is the pitch from Perry. And a swing and a foul back. That was a good rip from the cleanup man. Three balls, two strikes. And the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. He chased one out of the zone. He knew it. And that's one out. Austin Hillier, two strikeouts, but he did lay down a sacrifice bunt that led to the second Eagles run. That came in the fourth inning. Mainly a pitcher playing first base here in game number one. Pitch on the way, a breaking ball misses outside. Well, the Eagles have hit the ball hard all season long, but today they found some holes. They've had tough luck up until this ball game. They have put 8 runs on the board, 8 hits, and they've also been very patient in drawing a large number of walks. The 1-0. Check swing, and that one tipped off the bat. It was high, but the count is now 1-1. One ball, one strike, one out. And a pitch on the way. Runner breaking towards third. The throw down is not in time. Sanchez swipes third base. And now Hillier with a count. 2 balls and a strike, has a chance to drive home the run. Fourth stolen base of the year for Sanchez. Here's a 2-1 and a good swing, but a foul back. Fourth attempt, third stolen base. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Infield, all 4 positions in, and this one misses. Fowler keeps the runner at third. He reached for it and was able to get the glove on it. Hillier up there with a payoff pitch. Runner at third, 1 out. And the pitch from Perry, and this one is fouled off. Ryan Brooks on deck. Simpson batted for him earlier, but Brooks then pinch ran as a re-entry. Went back to right field and now back in the on-deck circle. Another payoff pitch to Hillier. Line drive, foul down the left side. Hit that one hard, but a little bit out in front. Hillier has had some good looks at Perry. Fouled off a few. Just missed extra bases on that last pitch. 3-2 on the way. Chopper, and this one will also go foul. Well, he made contact, stayed alive. Normally in a battle like this, the hitter wins it. It's not a guarantee, however. Three balls, 2 strikes. Tyler Perry on the mound, and the pitch. Line drive, this one is foul. Coach Copeland doesn't like the call. He was pointing fair. That ball was so close, I really couldn't tell from this angle. Hillier's had some great swings at Perry. Again, just missed extra bases. Three balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. High pop up. This one's out of play. Well, no matter how this one results, this is a great at-bat for Austin Hillier. If nothing else, he has caused Perry to work. Another payoff pitch on the way. High fly ball will at least score a run. Richards going back. He will make the catch. And here comes Sanchez with the 9th Eagles run. Boy, Richards really got back there. That's a long way, 400 to center field, and Hillier probably hit that ball a good 370 at least. Excellent at-bat by the sophomore Austin Hillier. An RBI sac fly. He fouled off a number of pitches and twice just missed doubling down the line. Here is Ryan Brooks. Bases empty, 2 outs, and a pitch on the way. It is low. One ball, no strikes. Brooks with a high drive into right. It is going back, and gone! Well, that one just kept on carrying. Didn't look like he got it at first, and the wind had died down, but it kept on going, and that is the Eagles' first home run of the season, and it comes off the bat of freshman Ryan Brooks. Now that makes the score 10-0 in the bottom of the 6th. So Ryan Brooks, who's had some trouble at the plate, just scored his 2nd run, and hopefully that's the start of a good hitting streak for Ryan Brooks. 10-0 Eagles lead, and this pitch is outside and in the dirt. I didn't think he got it at first. I thought Patrick was going to be able to track that one down, and again, the wind had died down, but it just kept on carrying. The 0-2. Check that, the first pitch. Hey, it's cold. I'm trying to do a lot of things at once. 1 ball, no strikes. Eagles well on their way to picking up their first victory. And the pitch, right down the middle. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1, high fly ball into center field. Richards giving chase, and he's there to make the catch. That was his hat that fell down. I thought maybe for a moment, maybe more like I was hoping it was the ball. But 2 runs, the home run by Ryan Brooks after the leadoff single by Carlos Sanchez results in the 1st run. And we go to the 7th, and the Eagles 10, Southern Wesleyan nothing. Top of the 7th, an opportunity for Jacob Burr to get a complete game shutout. The Eagles lead it 10-0. And regardless of how Burr does this inning, I'm calling him Game 1's player of the game. So far, 6 innings, only 3 hits, 5 strikeouts, and no runs. And at no point has he allowed 2 base runners in an inning. Quentin Bent will lead things off, followed by Justo and Jones. So Burr ready with the first pitch, and it's a strike called on the inside corner. We've seen some great pitching from the starting pitchers in this series. Hillier last night along with Bennett. Jacob Burr trying to go the distance in Game 1. Here's a pitch, a chopper towards short. It'll be cut off by Camacho. Throw to first in time. One away. Julio Justo steps up to the plate. A 6-run 5th inning for the Eagles. Single runs in the 3rd and the 4th, and 2 in the 6th. Ryan Brooks has hit the Eagles' first home run of the season. Hit that one the opposite field. That's been your scoring summary. Julio Justo, the DH, he's 0 for 2. Burr ready with the windup and the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and Burr wants to finish this one. He reached back, and I think that's the hardest pitch he's thrown today. He smells a shutout. Here comes the 0-1. Breaking ball called inside corner, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Infield playing back, just looking to knock something down. And the 0-2. Line drive right at the second baseman, but Draper got handcuffed. And that's going to be an error on the second baseman. So let's hope Burr doesn't get rattled here. Able to finish off this ball game. He'll have to get 2 more outs to do so. Jared Jones followed by Bryson Fowler. Runner at first, 1 out. Burr hasn't had to work from the stretch very much today. And here is the pitch. This one in the dirt. Gets through Almodovar, and that allows a runner into scoring position. That's a wild pitch. Second one that Burr's thrown today. Well, with the cold weather, it can be tough to grip that baseball. I'm having trouble just holding my pencil. Well, 1 ball, no strikes on Jones. He is 0 for 2, a strikeout, and a pop-up to the center fielder, Brian Lopez. Burr delivers, fastball, catches the outside corner. Still throwing hard. I wish I had that radar gun on Burr. He has had to have hit at least the upper 80s. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Don't worry about that runner. You have a 10-run lead. This ball's in the dirt. Now, you don't want to give him a free gift, but focus on the batter and just get 2 more outs. That one in the dirt, 2 balls and a strike. 2-1 pitch on the way from Burr. Strike called on the inside corner. Jacob Burr working the corners well, not putting much over the heart of the plate. He's been that way all day. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. High pop fly to the right side. Brooks giving chase. And I'll tell you, if he had about 3 more feet, he would have made that catch. That ball went over the fence. There's a lot of foul ground until you get past the dugouts. Then both sidelines jut in toward the field of play. And Ryan Brooks, again, a couple more steps, he makes that catch. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch, swing and a foul off. Now that right field fence used to go straight from the dugout, straight back, and the bullpens were in play. A few years ago, that got changed to what we see now. That's to allow the bullpens and the relief pitchers to stay out of the way of the baseball. Here is the 2-2. A breaking ball lifted into left field. That might drop. That is a base hit. A runner around third. Don't worry about him. Keep that hitter at first base. And the run scores. That's an unearned run, but it's on the board. An RBI for Jared Jones. So 10-1. am told that was not Jones. That was a pinch hitter. I didn't notice. And Fowler at the plate. And this pitch on the outside corner for a strike. Will Pitts, the pinch hitter, just got that RBI. Burr from the stretch. No balls and a strike. Make that 0-2. So does Will Pitts, who batted for Jones. Got the base hit that drove in the run. Time called as Fowler steps out. Got to be down in mid-50s, and with the wind chill, must feel closer to the low 50s, high 40s. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch on the way. This one fouled off. Fowler just making sure he got the bat on the ball. Kind of lunged for it, but he stays alive. Runner at first is Pitts. Just drove home a run. And time called. Ms. Barnett asking about the second game. We will live stream that one, usually 25 to 30 minutes after the conclusion of game number 1. So as far as an exact time, I can't give you just yet. Here comes the 0-2. It is in the dirt, and a runner on his way to second. A throw down is late. Pitts hustling. He's in there, and that's a third wild pitch for Jacob Burr. Still no action in the Eagles bullpen, but Coach Copeland may have someone already in case Burr gets into any kind of trouble. 1-2 on the way. Ground ball towards third. Camacho fields. Long throw to first. In time. Pitts on his way to third. Again, don't worry about him. Don't risk throwing it away. And that is out number 2. So the Eagles need one more to get win number 1 in 2019. Camacho has played a very good hot corner. He started off at second, Draper at third, and they switched in the second inning. Paid dividends for Coach Copeland and the Eagles. Devin Patrick, 1 for 2, a base hit his last time up. Burr will work from the stretch with that runner at third. Pitch on the way. High and outside for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Pitch on the way, and it is low. All 4 infielders will now back up with Patrick ahead. 2 balls, no strikes. All they have to do is get one more out. Lopez playing the hitter to pull in center. 2-0 on the way. Curve ball. Patrick wanted a fastball. Good take. Again, you don't have to swing just because it's in the zone if it's not a pitch you like. So 2 balls and a strike, and a good job by Burr not giving in to the hitter down in the count. Here's a 2-0. This is a strike right down the middle. I think Patrick wants that one again. So Burr now 1 strike away from no longer a shutout, but a complete game. Runner at third, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Strike 3 called on a curveball, and that's the ball game. Jacob Burr goes the distance, allows only 4 hits, 1 unearned run, And that was his 6th strikeout to end the ball game. So the Eagles have a big 5th inning. Total 10 runs on the board. They pick up their first win of 2019. Well, keep watching your screen for the Live Now indicator approximately 30 minutes or so as the teams rest, get something to eat and drink. And we will be back for game number 2 between Trinity Baptist College and Southern Wesleyan University. Stay with us.